Good morning, Agnes. So I am going to do a review on your Google Ads so far. I know you didn't technically sign up to run Google Ads, but this is part of the process. Do monthly Loom check-ins where I break down what the account is doing, what's being spent, what keywords are being targeted, just so you can have a better idea of what's going on. So I'm going to walk you right through it. So we created the campaign on March 17th. So it's been a little over 10 days, not a whole lot of time, but seeing how the month is wrapping up, just wanted to get this up to speed. And so we have spent $114. Each click is costing us about 86 cents, which is fairly low. We've gotten 1,700 impressions. That means your ad appeared 1,700 times. And here you can see how many times per day. So Sunday, 200 times. Monday, 200 times. March, 133. Wednesday, 122. Thursday, 180. 174. 177. 150. So we're really floating in like the 175 to 200 range. And today obviously just started, so it's going to be on the lower end, Tuesday. And then the clicks. These are how many people click from the ad for our targeted keywords to your website. So in theory, everyone who's clicking on this site, on your ads, are people who are interested in finding someone to get your services with. So, we get 8, 10, 10, 14, 13, 10, 12, 15, 14, 12, 14, 1 today. And so, in my opinion, this is really good because you're getting, let's say, roughly around 10 clicks per day of a potential new customer. And so that is what we want to see. So now I'm going to break down the campaign here. And we have a search campaign because it's a relatively small budget at $10 a day. It takes a while for it to learn. So it says 1 day left for learning, 4 days since last significant change. And so it takes 3 to 7 days, I would say roughly, for Google Ads to make adjustments. So who should see these ads? What area performs better? What keywords do better? What keywords have the best intent? So we do our part. I do my part in setting it up, and then Google Ads does its own thing as well, where it's learning, okay, how can we get this account what they want? And so if we break down the numbers here, we have clicks 103, impressions 1,700. The click-through rate, so that's how many people saw the ad and then how many people acted on it. A healthy amount of percentage click-through rate is anywhere between 4 and 8%. If you're over 8%, you're doing really good. If you're under 4%, there needs to be improvement. If you're under 1%, it's really bad. And all that means is how effective are the ads? For example, if you see a sign on a wall and 1,000 people pass by it and nobody takes into account what that sign is about, then that is not a very effective sign. If 10 people walk by that sign and one person grabs the little ticket thing to call that person for whatever is on that sign, then that sign is 10% effective in getting someone to take action. So that's kind of the metaphor for it. 86 cents per click, 113 totally spent. Phone calls, it's not tracking because we don't have access to the site. And then there's also one that's for conversions, but again, we didn't make the site, so we don't have access to that. So then the other two important factors is the search impression share and click share. All that means is how much space is there, how much market space is there for our ads in our areas for our keywords. So we're under 10% impression share. That just means there's room to grow if we ever decide to want more, or even just to give us a general idea of where we stand in the market. There is a lot of people looking for these services in these areas. So now let's go to the actual keywords. So here are the keywords, and they're all going to be related to your services, so braiding. And here you'll see literally a lot of keywords. So these are the keywords specifically. So hair braids at 32, braid stylist near me 19, braiding salon 16, braiding salon, pretty hair braiding salons near me. So like some of these are pretty accurate as far as like hair braiding salons near me. So these 5 clicks, they're specifically trying to find a salon near them. Some of them are not as direct because we're still in a learning phase. Like we don't know. I couldn't say without testing it that box braids near me is good or not good until we run it. braiding shops near me, and then that's all the clicks we've gotten. But for instance, braiding salon, I mean, probably that's good, right? If somebody's specifically looking for braiding salon, then they must be looking for somewhere to go. Hair braids, this might not be the best, even though it's the one that gets the most clicks, because it might be too broad. It might be bringing too many type of keywords that don't necessarily mean I want to go and get the service somewhere. And that is where we have search term report. So the search term report tells us, okay, with the keywords that we have, what are the actual searches that we are coming up for? And so here they are, braid style. So this person they want the service, but they're very high in the funnel, right? As it's called. They are still in the awareness phase. They're still trying to learn. So it's not necessarily bad that we're coming up for this, but it could be the case that, they're never gonna want to get a service, right? Braided hairstyles. So this is, again, still high in the awareness. Styles 223. So then we go to something more direct or more bottom of the funnel, which is hair braiding near me. This has to mean someone is looking for a place to go get the service. Braids near me. Cornrows. Again, this is pretty broad. We don't know, do they want to find a place to do it? Do they just want to learn about it? Do they want to just look up the definition? Hairstyles. Type of all black hairstyles. African salon near me. So this was really good. African hair braiding Houston. So see, now they're being more specific. Where can I get this done? Gray hair braids, braiding styles, braids. So I think based off of the first 10 days, the adjustment I would like to make is focus specifically on more of the near me salons, Houston, and keep that type of search because, for instance, braids, Cypress, Texas, I think this means that someone is trying to find a place in Cypress, Texas. Braiding shops in Houston. This means someone's trying to find a place in Houston. So they are in the market to buy. Braid salons near me. So these are very good ones, right? But the ones that I would like to remove is the hairstyles one. The tribe, like the ones that are just asking the question of what is, kind of like different styles of two braids. Like they're just they're too high on the funnel, and I think we can make that better. So that is all of, there's quite a few that, and then so some of them we've got clicks for. I think it was 78 clicks, and then some of them, it doesn't show us all the data, by the way, so it includes most of the data, not all, and then it also shows us what we appear for just as an impression. So there's 1,700 different versions of these. And then finally, to share the location with you, we are doing 20 miles around your office. And so everyone who sees the ad should be eligible to come to your office or your salon because we don't want to target people that are way too far. And all the clicks are coming within this range. So 20 mile radius, it's all coming from there. So that is the breakdown and also what I would like to do next as far as adjustments. Again, just this is part of our process. This is how we share progress, changes being made, and the campaign overall. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you. Goodbye.